Here at Big White Ski Resort, I guarantee you there's one way to get a better experience out of your holiday, and that is to take a lesson with one of our snow sports pros. Josh Foster is the director of skiing here at Big White Ski Resort, and he has assembled pros from all over the world. Josh, take it away and tell us what we can do with your ski and board school here at Big White Ski Resort.
Thanks, Michael J, and thanks so much for lending me this awesome sweater. Stick with us for the next few minutes. We're going to head out onto the mountain and explain about some of the programs and products that we offer here at the Big White Ski and Board School. I'm sure you'll agree it's an exceptional value, and if you spend some time with one of our pros, it's really going to help you make the most of your vacation experience here at Big White Ski Resort. I think one of the things that sets the Big White Ski and Board School apart from any other ski and board school is our staff. You know, we've got great pros from all over the world. We actually call it the International Ski and Board School. Really diverse experience, really diverse levels in terms of teaching and things like that. We get a lot of applications year after year after year, in the hundreds, but we've got such a high retention rate with our team, we only hire a few specific people each year. So when you come back next year, after you spend a little bit of time with us this season, well, that same pro, he or she is going to be here waiting for you and take you back on the mountain. They know where you left off, and you've created a great relationship with them, like many of our pros have with our guests here on the mountain. Now, one of the things that's really important to us is finding the right people to fit onto our team. A lot of ski areas, what happens is they're brand new instructors. Well, they force them to work in the kids center and that sort of thing. Well, here at Big White, in our kids center, all of our pros that are working with your kids, they want to be out skiing and snowboarding with your kids, and I think that's really going to make for a great experience out on the mountain. What we've tried to do here at Big White with our ski and board school programs is try to create something for all ages and all ability levels. We start with our youngest guests, and we start out in a program that we call Daycare Plus, and this is for our 3 and 4-year-olds in the daycare. And what you can do with that program, you can work it in 2 different formats. You can do a private lesson, or you can do a group lesson. That works out really well for those little guys for their first couple of experiences out on the snow. So once you've moved up out of the daycare, you graduate up into our kids center, and our Ski Cubs program is where those guys go next. And what that is that's for our 4 to 6-year-olds on skis, beginning at Ready Teddies all the way up to those little rippers called a junior hot shot. You can purchase a Ski Cubs program in 2 different formats. You can do that in a half day, or you can do it in a full day with a really yummy nutritious lunch that we prepare in the kids center. Our 7 to 12-year-olds, we call those our snow riders, and those guys are out on skis and on a snowboard. Same options as the Ski Cubs program, half day or a full day, and the full day always includes lunch. And don't forget, that's for all ability levels, from never skied or snowboarded before all the way up to experts. Our teen programs, well, those focus a little bit more on the terrain park, so we spend a fair bit of time in Telus Park. We've got a week-long program that's called the Flight School and Heavy Metal Shop, so check our schedule for that. It's offered at certain times throughout the season, mostly during our peak periods. But going every weekend, we've got teen freestyle coaching in Telus Park. That's where the kids can throw down, and that's followed by a little bit of pizza afterwards. And then for the girls, well, we've got a Chicks in the Park program as well. You want to check out bigwhite.com for the schedule and all of the details for that. Moving up into our adults programs, well, we've got regular group lessons 7 days a week for skiers and snowboarders. They go at 10 and 1 every single day. Doesn't matter if it's dumping snow out there, sometimes those are the best days actually. And that's once again for all ability levels, from never skied or snowboarded before all the way up to experts. And new experts out there, I know that some of our pros can show you some of those little secret stashes on the mountain, and there's always something to learn about skiing and snowboarding. That's the beautiful thing about our sports. We've got some specialty programs as well that happen throughout the week, and they're regularly scheduled. We start off on Monday with what we call our 50 plus program. And that's for our skiers and snowboarders that are young at heart, 50 years and older. And that's once again for all ability levels. That starts at 9:30 in the morning, and it's followed by a gourmet lunch down at Happy Valley. Next program is on Wednesdays, the very, very popular Okanagan favorite Ladies' Day. Lots of drop-ins for that one, but then we've also got what we call a 4-pack, where you can purchase a package of 4 lessons, and you can utilize those throughout the season. It doesn't matter, but it happens every Wednesday. 2-hour group lesson, once again at all ability levels, and we group the ladies in specific ability levels so that you're going to be skiing and riding with other students that are at the same level as you. And then once again, that's followed up by a nice lunch down at Happy Valley as well, with all sorts of fun and prizes too, and a little bit of a wine tasting if you're into that. At the Big White Ski and Board School, it's all about you, and why shouldn't it be? It's your vacation. And the best way to cater your lesson program is to take a private coaching session with us. And that's available in all sorts of different hourly formats throughout the day. Why not spend some time with one of our pros and explore some of the secrets of the mountain? And those are for beginners, also all the way up to expert skiers and riders. If there's something specific in your skiing and riding that you want to work on, whether that be learn a new trick in the terrain park, or maybe even throw some gates in the snow for some racing, or maybe even check yourself out on video. We can do that all in a private lesson or a private coaching format, and that's the way to specifically cater a program for you and for your needs. Well, ladies, if you're looking for something a little bit beyond the Ladies' Day, well, we've got Edith Rosa up here, and she's a North American slalom and giant slalom champion, former World Cup team member, and she's doing edge camps. So check out bigwhite.com for the schedule of all of those programs throughout the season. And we've also added men's edge camps so the guys don't feel left out. For our local rippers, man, we've got a great weekend program. We call that our Freeride Club, and that's for kids that are aged 5 to 14. It happens Saturdays and Sundays, starts in January. You can do that in a half day or a full day format. The full day includes lunch. And what that entails, it's all mountain skiing and riding. With a little bit of a twist in the park as well. But essentially what we're going to try to do is get those kids up all over the mountain, exploring, experimenting, and just improving their skiing. It's an excellent program to get those kids out on the mountain every weekend. Once the kids have graduated from the club program, well, the next step to go is our team program. And we started that a couple years ago, and we've had some incredible success on both the skiing side of things and the snowboarding side of things. That happens every weekend from the first weekend of the year. And what we do is we take the kids to competitions, and it's a great entry-level program to get those kids out on the snow, experimenting in some bumps on the freestyle skiing side of things, and then a little bit more in the terrain park on the snowboarding side of things. So give us a call, and we'll tell you all about our freestyle team programs.